This is rock and roll.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. That was the sound of the Just Nuts Band. And from WVOX Radio and host of This is Rock and Roll, we have Mr. Dennis, Dion Nardone.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you for that wonderful intro, and you look beautiful as ever. And hello, welcome to another edition of This is Rock and Roll. My name is Dennis Dion Nardone, and this is a show that features the people that make the music happen. And we have a special guest today. I know him for a few years now. We work together, and we call him the music extraordinaire. So let's say hello to my guest today, Mr. Jerryl Bell. Hello, Jerryl.
Hello, Dennis. How are you? Thank you for having me.
Nice to see you today. You got
nice
one of my favorite shirts on.
Yes, that's a
You
guitar.
got a great hat on.
Yeah, I
you
got
a
this from
beautiful
Kmart,
guitar.
actually.
And
Beautiful guitar.
welcome to This is Rock and Roll.
Well, thank you for
Jerryl
having me.
Bell. And
Hello.
of course, right now you're with WVOX / WVIP.
Yes, I am.
You're a DJ, you're a radio host,
Yes, I am.
you're an engineer, you
Yes, I
do
am.
it all for WVIP
Yeah,
and
yeah.
WVOX.
Yeah.
How long have you been with Whitney Radio
Wow,
now?
I've been there since 2012, I would say, yes.
2012,
Yeah,
and
about
you've
6
been in
years.
radio now
Years.
for a few years, so
Quite
we'll
a-
talk about it as we go on. But you're a
Quite a
graduate
while.
of Connecticut School of Broadcasting?
Yes, I went to Connecticut School of Broadcasting and just studied radio and television, a lot of cameras here. A lot of stuff looks familiar.
Oh, all the stuff that you
Yeah, even the back
in front of
guys
the
in
scenes,
the
back of the scenes,
Exactly.
and all that
Front
kind of
scenes,
stuff.
All that
Okay.
stuff looks familiar.
So that's why back at Whitney Radio, you kind of do both sides, and
both sides, the
handle
audio
well.
engineering.
Now you got a guitar in your hand. You're a musician as well.
Yeah, that's what they tell me. You know, I'm a musician. I play guitar, play keyboards, I play bass. I'm in a band. I'm in a band called Easy Tiger. It's a rock band.
Rock
in two
band.
different bands actually. And we play
Easy Tiger.
Easy Tiger, as in Easy Tiger, that sort of thing.
Oh.
And we play rock music, original rock songs actually.
Original
We're
rock.
good. There's like 6 of us.
And you play what instrument? All of them in the band?
No, I play the bass.
You play the
we have
bass.
a guitar player, Alex Mintz, who's also an engineer and has his own show at WVOX. We have Kevin as lead singer. He plays lead singer. Alex plays keyboards. We have a guy named Tristan who plays the guitar, lead guitar. We have another guy named Austin. He plays lead guitar. And we have a drummer by the name of Matthew. He's a fairly new drummer in our band. And me on bass.
Okay,
So
so
that's-
Easy
so yeah.
Tiger, the name
Easy
of the
Tiger,
band,
yes.
and you're playing basically original
Original
music.
rock music that's written by either Kevin or Alex or Austin, guitar player.
And you guys play in the local area, or?
We play. Well, we've been playing mostly in Brooklyn,
Brooklyn.
in Queens area, because most of the guys live out in Queens.
Oh, I
and
see.
So, but we've been playing mostly in Brooklyn. Let's say I forget the name of one of the clubs. Candy store that's on Lorimer Street.
Oh, okay.
On Williamsburg, Brooklyn, and also the Knitting Factory. We played there. It's pretty good. The Knitting Factory in Brooklyn.
Easy Tiger, do you guys have any recordings yet? Or
We don't
do
have any recordings yet, as of yet. But what we've been doing is rehearsing and playing out in different clubs. Our next gig is at the Delancey on Delancey Street in Manhattan.
Yeah.
And that's downtown Manhattan.
Okay.
And that's on the 7th of September.
All right. Now, an official.
And the Fuss Show.
This is Rock and Roll drinking cup
You're
for
giving
you.
this to me.
Yes, sir.
Thank
we
you.
give it to
Usually
all our
when
guests.
someone gets a cup, they usually,
Yeah.
they're getting fired. But
Now,
thank
Mr.
you.
Gerald Bell, Whitney Radio, that's where you're employed right now.
Yes. Sir.
And, well, you have an extensive resume behind you, but
Yes.
let's talk about your present employee.
Okay.
And WVIP as on the FM, WVOX on the AM side, and of course you engineer my two shows.
Yes, definitely.
And so on Saturday morning, Sunday morning,
9 to 11.
and you make my show go and make it very professional.
I have to.
And you have, to me, one of the best shows as you
Thank you.
host on Thursday nights.
Thank you. Smooth R&B and jazz. It's
Smooth
9
R&B and jazz,
Yes.
9 o'clock at
to
night,
11.
every Thursday.
Every Thursday night.
Every Thursday, 9 o'clock.
That's right. Every Thursday
Smooth
nights. Smooth R&B and jazz.
jazz.
WVOX 1460 AM, WVOX.com on your computer, 9 p.m. to 11 p.m.
There you go.
And then Friday nights, get your dancing shoes on, ladies and gentlemen. I play dance music. I don't call it disco, like Dennis calls it disco.
No, I
But-
don't, do I?
Yeah, you'd call it. Everybody else calls it
Dance
disco.
music, I call
Dance like I call it dance music. From 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. dance music from the 70s, 80s, 90s up to this point. Sometimes I go into the 60s. But yeah, that's what I do. Friday nights, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m.
All right, so we got Thursday night, 9 o'clock, smooth R&B and jazz.
That's right.
And then we come back Friday, 6 p.m.
That's
for a
right.
couple of hours.
Exactly.
And dance music.
That's right. Dance
Okay,
music.
you mix it up, get your dancing shoes on.
That's right.
All right,
That's what I do.
1460 AM. How else they can hear it?
They can hear it on WVOX.com on your computer, or you could go to tunein.com and click where it says WVOX, and you'll hear it right then and there.
And also on HD radio.
HD radio, yes you do.
93.5.
Yes, you do.
Okay, well,
That's
so
right.
okay, and so when you're not doing that, you are engineering and
various shows.
running talk shows during the week.
Yes, on Wednesdays.
All those political shows.
Oh yes, those
Yes,
political
the-
shows.
the
Political and health shows, some of them.
health
Some of them,
shows.
yes.
too.
Yeah, music shows.
And so when you're not doing that, then you do some recording as well.
Yes,
you
I
do some
do.
recording.
I do
You've done
recording.
plenty of recording for me.
Yes, I did. Yes, we recorded interviews for you, Johnny Mathis.
Yes, when we had Johnny Mathis on the show, you
Yes.
recorded that show.
That interview.
And Johnny, in fact, we did Johnny Mathis show here at This Is Rock and Roll.
Excellent. Yeah.
Yes. Jerryl Bell, and we call him the music extraordinaire. And are you going to play a little tune on a guitar?
I'll see what I can do here. I can see. I can play Misty.
Misty.
I'll play Misty for you. Look at me. I'm as helpless as a kitten up a tree. Or am I clinging to a cloud? I can't understand. I get misty holding your hand. Look my way, and 1,000 violins begin to play. Or is it the sound of your hello, the music I hear? I get misty just holding you near. You can say that you're leading me on, but it's just what I want you to do. Can't you see just how hopelessly I'm lost? That's why I'm following you on my own. Do I walk this wonderland all alone? Not knowing my right foot from my left, my hat from my glove. I get misty and too much in love. I get misty and too much in love.
Yeah, there you go. A little Misty by originally by Johnny Mathis, and a little cover by
Written by-
Gerald Bell.
Written by Errol Garner.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Very good. All right, Gerald, let me ask you this now.
Yeah.
Let's go back to your younger days. When did you decide to get interested in music? What got you going?
Oh, what got
was
me
the
going?
family playing music, or were you in church or
you know,
something?
my father used to have a lot of Ray Charles albums laying around the house. I'd sit and listen to them in front of the stereos. Actually sit in front of the stereo and just watch the spindle and watch them turn. A lot of Ray Charles and Nat King Cole. And that's what got me wanting to play piano, actually. That's what got me playing. And I wanted to play piano. And I never really learned or took lessons, actually. Took actual lessons until my 20s.
Really?
But it was the guitar that really got me going, because in high school, there was this guy named Barry Glover. And he used to come into homeroom class, and he used to sit there. And he used to sit with his guitar, and he would start playing like Chic. Good times. Good times. These are the good times. Leave your cares behind. And I was very fascinated by the way he was playing. So I went to my guidance counselor in high school, and I told her I wanted to drop Spanish. Not that I was failing, but I just wanted to take guitar. And that's what got me interested. I told her I want to take guitar. So I took guitar.
So it wasn't at a very early age, it was a little later.
I was in high school. It was like, I was 15 around that time, 1978.
Now you're very well versed. And in fact, I don't know anyone else that knows more about the different type of music than you.
No.
I mean, you could tell me all about doo-wop.
Yeah.
Then you could tell me all about, if we go up the scale, you could tell me about Chuck Berry and rock and roll, early rock and roll.
Yeah.
And then you could tell me about early 60s when the girls started coming into effect. You know them all. You could tell me everybody about Chantel's and this one.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the Motown era. You started. You could tell me all about Motown and what's happening there. And and then you could even tell me about psychedelic.
Right.
And then you know all the rock groups that came out. Creedence Clearwater. You know all their music.
Loverboy,
Jimi
Led
Hendrix,
Zeppelin,
and all those guys.
Eric
Loverboy, Working for the
the
Weekend.
Beatles. Yeah.
And the Beatles. Yeah, you go. So you keep moving right along, knowing all the knowledge. How did you grasp all this knowledge about R&B and Motown and rock and roll and doo-wop, and then moving into the dance disco, and then back into the 90s right up today, and of course throw in jazz too.
Yeah.
So how did you get all this knowledge about music?
I was exposed to that as a young age. We used to, at home, we used to listen to WABC, AM radio, Ron Lundy, if I remember, and we used to listen to. I was exposed to a whole lot of music, Motown.
Yeah.
I was listening. My mother loved Motown. She loved, the Supremes. I was a huge fan of Temptations, Stevie Wonder, Marvin Gaye. We used to listen to even rock music, AM radio a lot of times. Led Zeppelin. When I first heard Led Zeppelin, Black Dog was one of my first songs I heard on the radio.
Well, now that you mentioned Led Zeppelin, you were doing. You were doing a show before you got into the dance show of featuring different artists. And you would come up with
Spotlight Cafe.
Led Zeppelin, or the guy with the hat. What was his name?
Oh, the guy with the hat. Johnny Cash?
Oh,
you mean Jimi Hendrix?
No.
Guy with the hat.
Came out in the 80s there. What's his name?
Guy with the hat.
Yeah, well, I forget his name right now.
Prince? You're not talking about Prince.
Prince, too. You did a feature on Prince.
Prince.
You did them all. But
Chicago, you name it.
Chicago, So again, you're just a wide.
I was very much exposed to a lot of music, even when I went to college. I didn't know Genesis was. I thought Genesis was a heavy metal group. Actually,
the guy with the hat that puts all the makeup on. What's his name?
Boy George.
Boy George, yeah, that guy. You featured him once.
They were, I liked their music when they first came out.
Yeah,
they're very talented musicians. Culture Club.
Nice hits there.
I saw them in concert too. Actually, they were great. I was very impressed by them.
Culture Club, right?
Culture Club.
Culture Club.
Boy George and Culture Club.
So anyway, okay. So let's go back now. You worked at some other radio stations.
I worked in college. I got into radio. I wanted to work in college radio, and then fast forward. Well, I started my music career after I came back from Rochester, because I was in college in Rochester.
Oh, okay.
So I got homesick a little bit, so I wanted to come back to New York and pursue music, and that's when I was playing in different bands and as a keyboard player. And I was working at Time Warner, I was working at Atlantic Records and Elektra Records, and a lot of different places. And then around 2002, I got a job at CD 101.9 WQCD
Okay.
as a board op.
Okay.
And by this time, everything changed. So, back when I started radio in '81 in college radio, there was albums all over the studio.
Yeah.
Albums. But when 2002 came, here it is. Everything's on the computer.
Yeah.
And you got the board, and I'm like, wow, everything's digital. So it's like, but I took to it, and I.
It's like what I'm saying now myself.
Yeah.
My guest, Jerryl Bell, we call him music extraordinaire. All right, we got a video. So we're going to go to the video.
Oh, no, you're going to see that.
Yeah, we got a video of you that you don't know about, that we, our producer, Victor Sabatini. By the way, Victor Sabatini Just Nuts Band.
Yes.
They will be performing at the River Fest in Yonkers, New York, September 14th, I believe in the afternoon. Check their website, the website of Just Nuts Band, and they will be performing at the River Fest. And then my concert, my Rained Out concert, it's either September 4th or September 8th. So you have to check my website and see when that's going to be coming up. But we're going to go to the video, Jerryl Bell. So let's check out the monitor. Here is Jerryl Bell on video.
Summertime. And the living is easy. Fish are jumping, and the cotton is high. Your dad is rich, and your mama's good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. One of these mornings, you're gonna rise up singing and spread your wings and take to the sky. But until that morning, there's nothing to harm you. Daddy and mommy standing by, standing by. Summertime, and the living is easy. Fish are jumping, yeah, and the cotton is high. Your daddy's rich, and your mama is good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. So hush, little baby, don't you cry.
All right, we are back, and that was a video of our guest tonight, Jerryl Bell. And hey, that was a great video, Jerryl.
Yeah, if you say so.
Jerryl's from WVOX/WVIP Whitney Radio, and he's a host. He does 2 radio shows. He hosts 2 radio shows. He's an engineer behind the scenes. He's an engineer hosting and running talk shows, and plus he's a musician that you just seen. So he's been doing it all these years.
I make tea.
And what's that?
I make tea.
Yeah.
I don't make coffee.
Now, some of your favorite singers of all time.
Goodness gracious. I tell you, my favorite group, like I said, the Temptations.
I didn't say group. I
Oh,
said
singers.
We'll get to the
My
group.
goodness. Anita Baker.
Anita Baker.
Anita Baker.
All right,
I
that's
love Anita
female.
Baker.
Male.
Male. Wow. Prince. Ray Charles.
Ray Charles.
Ray Charles.
And but who's the other guy you once told me you enjoyed?
Who you? Singer.
Not Mel Carter.
Marvin Gaye. Sam Cooke.
Sam Cooke.
Sam
That's
Cooke.
it.
Yes,
That's
I
one
love
of your
Sam
favorites.
Cooke.
You always talked about
love
Sam
Sam
Cooke.
Cooke.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
So you bands, groups.
Bands.
All right. Let's go. Let's do it this way.
Okay.
Let's start from the beginning.
Let's start from
Doo-wop.
the beginning.
Who's your favorite doo-wop group?
Doo-wop. Temptations, if you count them as doo-wop.
They're not doo-wop.
Of course they're doo-wop. If you look them up, they're listed as doo-wop.
Give me
okay.
a doo-wop group.
I give you
The
a doo-wop group.
Platters or Cadillacs.
Wow, that's a good one. Wow.
It's an easy one.
It's an easy one? As you say so. Drifters.
Drifters. Okay.
Drifters.
We'll take the Drifters.
Drifters.
All right. 50s rock and roll back in the
50s
Elvis
rock
Presley,
and roll.
Chuck Berry
my
type
goodness.
of.
Chuck Berry.
Chuck Berry.
Chuck
All
Berry.
right. That's favorite female group of the early 60s, like the Shirelles or the Chantels or
Supremes.
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 Okay, they're not really early 60s, but we'll take
Oh,
them.
well, you know something? Okay, if you want
That's
me
good.
to go.
No, that's
No, let's go back. Let's
right,
go
go ahead.
back. Early 60s. Marvelettes. Would that do okay?
Marvelettes. All right,
Marvelettes,
now
okay.
you're cooking there. There
Okay.
you go. All right. Disco. Favorite disco.
Favorite disco? My goodness gracious.
You got Barry White. You got Tavares.
Well, yeah. I mean, if I wanted to pick disco, goodness gracious, I don't know. I'm blank right now when it comes to favorite disco artist. I mean, Cheryl Lynn. I mean, I don't
Okay.
know.
All right. We'll go with that.
We'll go with that.
And R&B.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Earth, Wind, and Fire. All-time favorite group.
Okay. All
All-time
right.
favorite.
Okay. All right. So listen, it's Friday afternoon. We're
Okay.
getting ready to go on the show.
Okay.
First song of the show. What are we going to put on at 6 o'clock?
6 o'clock. I improvise a little bit. It could
All right.
be
Let's
anything.
improvise right now.
Let's
What are you going to put
improvise.
on?
What I'm going to put on first? The first song I'm going to put on is Tavares.
All right. Good.
Haven't
You went
we-
to disco. You didn't go to dance music today.
Oh, today?
Yeah.
Oh, please. I don't. I got it.
Go ahead.
I got you. Bruno Mars.
All right. Oh, okay.
Bruno
cool.
Mars.
All right. All right. So
Uptown
let's talk
Funk.
about your radio shows that you host one more time.
All right.
We're here Thursday nights on 1460 AM.
9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Smooth R&B and jazz.
1460
1460
AM.
a.m.
And then we come back Fridays at
6 p.m. Ultimate Dance Music Mix, which used to be Spotlight Cafe, because Spotlight Cafe started in 2013, and I would feature an artist, like earlier you said. I
Yeah.
would feature my very first artist I featured was Sam Cooke,
Okay.
and I would feature Frank Sinatra, D. Martin, and I would move on to Glenn Frey, the Eagles, Chicago,
But we
Beatles,
pass that
Dion.
now because we do dance music.
Yeah, we do
All right.
dance-
Do you have a website?
Well,
Somebody wants them to learn more about Mr. Jerryl
I don't
Bell.
have a
Spell
website.
your first name, by the way.
Jerryl. Jerryl is my name.
Even though I'm sure they
Jerryl.
showed it on the screen.
Yeah, they showed it on the screen.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how-
Website, Facebook, all that work?
Facebook. I don't have a website, but if you go on Facebook, I have two of my shows. Spotlight Cafe's Ultimate Dance Music Mix is on Facebook, and Smooth R&B and Jazz is on Facebook. But right now, I don't have a website yet.
So Facebook, they just Gerald Bell.
Yes, Gerald Bell.
That's all, and everything
Exactly.
goes with the
I have a
Gerald.
couple of CDs that I have done.
Oh,
I
okay.
want to talk about that. A couple of instrumental CDs that I've done. One in 2000 is called On My Own, and that's on iTunes or cdbaby.com.
Oh,
And another album I did in 2010, which is an instrumental, is called From the Mind Of, and that's on CD Baby and iTunes too. Also, and I have a little CD called Nightlife. It's a single, and that's on CD Baby and iTunes.com.
now what is CD Baby?
CDBaby.com
To a guy like
is it's a music store.
So how do I go to
You can buy
CD? I
CDs.
type in CD Baby?
CD Baby.
Really?
Yes, you can type in, actually, yes, you can type in cdbaby.com/CDs/Jerryl B Unlimited. That was my stage name.
Okay.
Jerryl B Unlimited.
Oh.
That's what I go by when I put out my music
Oh, okay.
on CD.
Now, let's getting back to the band.
Easy Tiger.
Easy Tiger.
Yes.
If they want to go see Easy Tigers, do they have a website? Have contact or it's
you
on
can
your
contact
Facebook?
Alex. It's on Facebook. You can contact Alex Mintz, ALEXMINTZ. Alex Mintz on Facebook. And also another band that I'm in with Janelle L. Britton, who also has a show on WVOX. It's a jazz band, a little loose jazz band.
This
We're
is
on
jazz-
Wednesdays.
Do they have a name, the jazz band?
We don't have a name for it yet. We're just playing at the 520 Retro Cafe in Mount Vernon.
Oh.
It's on 520 Gramerton Avenue on Wednesdays. Check it out. 9
Wednesdays.
p.m.
All right, so Wednesday,
Wednesdays.
9 p.m., you got the jazz band going. And this is at the
520 Retro Diner.
Mount
520
Vernon,
Mount Vernon.
And-
Gramerton Avenue.
Gramerton Avenue.
Yes.
9 o'clock, Thursday
o'clock.
night, you said?
Wednesday night.
Wednesday night.
Yes.
Oh, so we can get to hear your little jazz band.
I play
Wednesday
bass.
night, 9 p.m. Gramerton Avenue
Yes.
at the 520.
520 Retro Diner.
Oh,
I
okay.
play bass in both of those bands, actually. I play bass in, well, that wasn't me. I play bass in Easy Tiger and in the jazz rock band.
Oh, okay. All right. And okay, so by the way, would you be able to make the Summerfest with the Just Nuts band come up on stage? September 14th,
September 14th.
Yonkers, New York.
Yeah, what day is that?
September 14th,
Yeah.
Summerfest. And so check out
Yes, I can.
Just Nuts, their website.
Okay,
And come on out to the Summerfest,
sure,
Riverfest, excuse me, September 14th, Yonkers, New York.
sure.
Should be in the afternoon. And stay tuned for my rescheduled concert. And that'll be in Harrison, New York, either September 4th or September 8th. So with that, Gerald, we got to go.
You have to?
Yeah, we got to go. Thank
Oh,
you so very much.
All right.
And
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me. I'm very
And as
honored.
we go, I thank my guest, Mr. Gerald Bell. Check him out on Facebook. Check him out with his band. We want to thank the Bronx Net and their staff, our producers, Vic Sabatini, Al Belfiore, and Tyrone Berkel. Just Nuts Music School, if you want to learn a little more about an instrument, down on Tremont Avenue there, Gerald. My radio shows, Saturday morning, Sunday morning, and of course WVOX. And now I'm on every morning doing a morning show, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m., so I'm there 7 days a week.
I like
My
jazz band.
website, clubdentist911.net, clubdentist911.net. So thank you for tuning in to today's show, everyone. As we go out, God bless you, God bless the USA, and I look forward to another edition. Help me out, Gerald. You ready? This is rock and roll. My name's Dennis Dion Nardone. Have a great day.
Ex-girl, she pulls her car up, opens up the door. She's still a lady, and that's for sure. Her clothes are tight, she looks so right. If the guys are looking, there'll be a fight. No, 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 not the city girl. Took the chance with the ex-girl. No, 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 not the city girl. Took the chance with the ex-girl.
I see what you're doing out there. I see those moves you're making. I'm here to let you know, baby, cause I'm the one. So my name is Vic and I'm really slick. And I hold my reels and I do them really quick. When I'm on the job, putting on the show, cause I'm looking mold out like another Rambo.
Hey Al, I got an idea.